Hi everyone, very welcome to this webinar on how you could, you know, supercharge your business process by integrating Shopify with a powerful CRM like Salesforce, where we're going to be talking about concrete business scenarios where this integration can add value to your business. Before I go ahead, let me introduce myself. My name is Shailendu. I'm a co-founder at APPSeCONNECT. Most of you might already know me. That I'm a avid soccer fan and I love automation. I also have Pratik who works in the pre-sales team. Pratik, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Pratik, and I'm a pre-sales executive at AppSeConnect. My day-to-day work includes meeting with clients and providing them a solution to their business problems that they are facing. I love traveling, so yeah, that's about me.
Awesome. How was your recent Darjeeling trip, by the way?
Yeah, it was really fun. We actually got to explore a lot of new places, so yeah, it was a very fun experience.
Awesome, awesome. So this webinar is specifically for a certain kind of audience. So if you're an e-commerce manager or a Salesforce admin, a store owner, I'm sure you'll get some value out of this webinar. So let's set the agenda and see what we are going to be seeing today. So what we are going to talk about is the pain ad areas where this particular kind of integration can address those pain areas. Our demonstration of what a solution like this would look like probably for you. And then Pratik has been interacting with several customers. And once he identified these common problems, he's going to tell about those stories where this integration added value. And lastly, we are going to summarize the benefits. We are going to open up the floor for any question and answer. So that's pretty much the agenda for today's call. So let's go ahead and see what pain areas are we going to be addressing today. Now, what we see usually is that customer information is fragmented. When I say fragmented, it's like not stored in a single place. Some of the customers are lying only in e-commerce, primarily let's say B2C customers or the web customers. Some customer data also reside with sales rep in CRM. And obviously, there is also a lot of offline data within ERPs. The problem is not that there's a missing customer data, it's just that it's not present in one single location. And that misaligns certain processes, sales and support being primary of those. Let's imagine if there was a customer who bought, you know, a product from you and he requires a support. Let's say you have warranty associated with it. When there's a support staff who actually needs to retrieve the customer details, has to juggle between systems to be actually, getting that information. Also, when you start a business, maybe small, manual processes work just as fine. But when the business volume increases, number of record increases, it is a chaotic operation, and it gets chaotic to an extent where your people are so overburdened that they are not even able to provide or identify the missed opportunities. So this is what Pratik gave me an insight of the customer interaction that he has been having, and this is the main reason why we had this solution in the webinar in the first place. So thanks, Pratik, for this insight. Now I'll probably leave it to you to, maybe show us a demo or, take us through the business scenarios that you came across.
Yeah, thanks, Shalendu. I think we should proceed with the demonstration so that our viewers can get a better idea of what they're looking at. So, to begin with, let's talk about a challenge that many growing B2B businesses face, such as specifically in industries like refrigeration, where product demand is high, but onboarding partners and order processing are really slow. So let's take a look at CoolFlow Refrigerators, which is a mid-sized company which supplies industrial cooling systems based out of North America. Now, their sales reps are constantly on the move to meet potential partners, set up distributors, and manage existing ones. But their process was not working, but details were not being shown in the web store. The sales reps had to manually inform e-commerce teams to details like warehouse addresses or contact emails were outdated, which created delays and confusions and mistakes. Now, let's imagine we have a sales rep, Sarah, at Coolflow. They have meeting with a new distributor, which is Frost Edge Appliances, and they are ready to place an order. Earlier, what they would do is that they would have to fill out forms and send an email to and wait days for onboarding to the web store. But now, what they need to do is just log into Salesforce and just create an account. So let me just show you how it is done. I'll just move to the accounts tab and create a new account. The account's name will be Frost Edge. And then we just need to add a few details such as the address. And yeah, we have everything we need. So let's just click on save and our account has been created. Now to assign a contact to this account. So let's say our primary point of contact will be David Reynolds. So let me just add his details. David Reynolds. And let me just add his email address. So yeah, we have everything we need. Now let's just add the address for David as well. So yes, let's click on save. And now we have the details of the account and the contact both. Now,
Awesome.
yeah, now let's just, as I mentioned previously, they would have to go through a long and tedious process with Salesforce integrated to Shopify. As soon as the record is approved in Salesforce, it will get instantly synced to Shopify.
So what you're saying, Pratik, is that once you have a business partner in Salesforce approved for e-commerce or web store, this information automatically syncs there, and then this particular partner or this particular contact person is enabled for web commerce automatically.
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. As soon as the record is approved in Salesforce, it is done. They don't need to send any more emails to their IT team and wait for days before confirmation. It is just instant.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let me just open up Shopify and I'll show you the details.
I see that you have kept the integration manuals for this demonstration, but obviously it could be automated as well.
Yes, yeah. We do have the option to automate the integration. We have the options to keep it on manual as well. For this demonstration purpose, I have kept it on manual because as you can see, just as we executed it, it is right here at the very top, Frostage Appliances. Our data has been synced from Salesforce to Shopify instantly.
Awesome.
So as you can see, Frostage Appliances has a customer, David Reynolds. If I open up this, you'll be able to see all the details that we put into Salesforce, including the address and the David Reynolds as the main contact.
Awesome.
So yeah, as you can see that the account appears in Shopify B2B portal instantly. No need for double entries or dependencies on any other team. The Frostage team, on the other hand, receives the login credentials instantly and they can start browsing the Cool Flows product catalog.
And while you're doing this, Pratik, I believe that if there are certain contacts that you do not want to enable for web commerce, we can build those kind of filters too, right?
Yeah, we absolutely can. Like, if let's say a company has multiple contacts and you don't want all of them to have the permission to order. So, yeah, you can absolutely have the functionality to turn the permissions off or certain contacts. So, It is completely up to you and your business process to decide.
Perfect.
Yeah. That they have, so now that FrostEdge has their login credentials, let me just go ahead and log in as a FrostEdge employee, and I'll show you how easy it is to place an order. So if I just go ahead to the Shopify web store and sign in, you can see that the details we synced from Salesforce are already here. Now I can browse the catalog or search for a specific product that I need to order. So let's say it's a freezer that I want. I can just go ahead, open up the product, look for the description, just increase the quantity. Let's say I want 20 of these and just buy it now. It really is that simple to place an order. And as you will see in just a few moments, this order will also get reflected in Salesforce. Let me just add the address
Mm-hmm.
and put in the necessary details, the payment information, and just click on pay now. And yeah, we have our order. So yeah, Shopify order has been placed, and this detail will be instantly available to the Salesforce team at Coolflow.
Perfect. I saw that you use a credit card, but obviously you could have like, B2B buyers putting in their purchase order number too.
Yeah, credit card I did put in, and yeah, we will also have the option for the B2B buyers to put in their information if they have a credit memo. So
So now we have our customers in Shopify, the contact person, they place an order, and I believe that this is what is going to flow into Salesforce.
yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, this is the
Oh.
Shopify back end. The order that we placed has been reflected in the Shopify. So now I'll just show you that the order in Salesforce as well. So we are back at Salesforce, and now if I just open up the accounts tab and go to Frostage Appliances,
Mhm.
we'll be able to see that the order that they placed has been synced successfully right over here. So this was not possible before. Earlier, the partners would just have to go through multiple emails just to place their first order. And now the system is self-service. It is faster for the partner and it is lighter on the sales team. Now let's fast forward a few months. And so David from Frostage has placed over 30 orders. Now Sarah, the sales rep, opens their Salesforce account to prepare for a follow-up call, and she sees all the 30 orders synced back to Shopify, synced back from Shopify, dates, order values, SKU statuses, etc. I can even open up this order and show you that all the details that we synced both from Shopify and back to Salesforce are here, including the address, the order IDs, the product that we purchased, and the quantity, the unit price, and the total price. Every single detail has been synced successfully from Shopify to Salesforce. This gives her a clear view of Frostage's buying pattern. She notices that they keep reordering cold storage panels and freezers, but they haven't purchased maintenance kits. That insight gives her the perfect opportunity to pitch cross selling items during the call.
Awesome. So she could actually derive product recommendation for the B2B buyers.
Yes,
Nice.
exactly. Now, picture this. Frostage calls customer support to track an order. Instead of scrambling between platforms, the support agent simply opens the Salesforce profile and sees the full order history just as I showed you. No delays, no transferring the calls. It is all there. This also means less back and forth between departments. Sales, support, and logistics all have a single source of truth.
Hmm. Nice.
And for the last part, that with time, Coolflow starts using Salesforce reports to identify high performing partners. They notice that distributors in colder regions tend to place orders in Q3 and Q4 much higher. This insight helps them launch region specific promos. Through Einstein AI, Coolflow even starts sending personalized discount based on reordering habits. So when Frostage places their 40th order within 2 months, they automatically receive a discount on their next invoice. This isn't marketing guesswork anymore. It's data driven, intelligent selling. So, to summarize with the real world change, before integration, it took 3 to 5 days to get a new partner onto the system. Orders were placed over email or phone, and sales reps spent half their day doing admin work. Now, after integration, onboarding is instant. Salesforce to Shopify is automatic. Partners log in and place orders themselves, just as you saw. Sales reps now use that time to build relationships, pitch upsells, or plan new territories. Customer retention is also increased due to faster resolution of disputes during after sales service. Full flow reclaimed dozens of hours per week and increased average partner order value by 21% just in the first quarter itself.
Very nice. It kind of reminds me of a plastic equipment manufacturer. And one of the key things or key business result they got after they launched the e-commerce store was that they got a really good B2B partner from China. And getting one good B2B partner onboarded is like really, really valuable. So I can understand the business impact it would have.
So yeah, that'll be all from my side for now. But I do have a few business scenarios that we could talk about where same kind of integration has provided very fruitful for them. Yeah, so for the first business scenario, let's take a look at a fashion retailer from New Jersey. They are using HubSpot for marketing and the sales team uses Salesforce. Now, the problem is that they have placed n number of orders, but the system did not have a single email of the customer, so they could not run any promotions. Now, when they are facing this problem, we actually provided a solution to them to integrate their Salesforce with HubSpot, which also led me to the idea that we can also do the same integration of Salesforce to Shopify. So this solves the problem of customer data because it has all the touch points and it flows into Salesforce Customer 360. Marketing now sends personalized emails and the promos run based on demographics themselves. Moving on to the second business scenario, there is a certain electronics distributor that is selling components to B2B clients. Now, their sales representatives are using Salesforce, but the problem with this business scenario is that their timeline was really long. Each sales rep involved in a particular sale was so engrossed in completing that one sale that they did not even have the time to think about upselling or cross selling the products that their clients might purchase. What they did is they used Einstein AI to predict the next purchase based on past ordering history. Now, the sales representatives received prompts for follow ups, and also they got the information from Einstein that which products might be suitable for which customer based on the ordering history. So, while they were not just selling the designated products, they were also upselling and cross selling even more, bringing value to the company at the end of the day. And for the third business scenario, there was this certain international brand expanding into new markets. So the problem that they were facing was when you are a multinational company, you have different stores in different parts of the country and across countries as well. But you won't be able to sell your product until and unless you are in communication with the locals. And in order to do that, you need to know their culture, the language. So, with the help of Marketing Cloud, they were able to run promotions based off the local language and demographics. They have more than 40 plus customer attributes for every customer that they had that include region, gender, ethnicity, profession, etc. And in situations where there is, let's say, a festival upcoming, they could send personalized offers and mails to run their promotions. This is how this integration brought fruit to their business.
Got it. So whereas you could be selling in your ERP application, but then you are operating across cultures, it's very important to actually know that culture and the events and the persona of your buyers in a specific region. And I've seen companies who are using up to 40 attributes of a customer to actually run their campaigns. So I can understand why ERP and Salesforce Marketing Cloud integration would add value to them. Perfect. I think that's a good presentation of the business scenarios. So let me summarize what Pratik has mentioned. So key benefit of integrating e-commerce and a CRM is to get a unified customer view across channels and basically aggregate all your data in a single place so that your sales, marketing, customer support happens without glitch. And also it sets up a backbone for you to be able to run automated journeys like the campaigns, and grow your pipeline in a meaningful way. So I think that's pretty much wraps up our webinar. We have few questions though, Pratik. So
Okay.
let's see if we can address them together.
Yeah, sure. I'll be more than happy to answer them.
So first question is, given unified commerce as a backdrop, what other integration do you see in this context? So just to answer that, a few of the integrations are pretty straightforward. There are inbuilt plugins. Usually all the Shopify merchants that we work with would have a Klaviyo or a Klarna kind of thing, which is like simple to install and get operating. But where the complexity runs into is where they come across enterprise application like a ERP or a CRM, where they would usually come to companies like AppSeCONNECT and help us. We would help them actually to integrate these applications. So that was the first question. The second one is, what's your take on warehouse integration? So, so when there are B2B orders, the quantities are large, and then you would have, a big warehouse where you would have base where you would receive material and you would send out the outgoing shipments. And it's very important to plan the inward and outward movement of goods. So I've seen that in B2B orders, there are advanced shipping notifications that need to be integrated with customers so that they can plan their warehouse operation. As far as B2C is concerned, these are like typically small parcels, and the kind of flavor that we have seen customer use is selecting a carrier based on the customer shipping location, which helps them save some logistics cost. So I think that's pretty much what we see around the warehouse integration. The third question is around CRM and B2B e-commerce integration. How does it help in customer loyalty? Please explain.
Yeah, so I'll take this one, Shailendu.
Yeah.
So, does CRM and B2B e-commerce integration help in customer loyalty? Yes, it does. Because as we have seen in the demonstration that I just provided, when you are providing fast support and after sales service to the customer who is in a lot of pain, it automatically makes them happy and it increases the customer retention. For an example, why does Amazon sell so much products? Because the customers are sure of their refunds and exchanges policy. They can rest assured with in their mind without having to worry about what if a order goes wrong. Will I receive the support? Yes, they know that they will, because that's how the system is configured. So yes, CRM and B2B e-commerce helps in customer loyalty, because when you are selling a product and it shows up along with all of the necessary details on the CRM, it is really easy to provide quick and efficient support.
Awesome. I think, Pratik, you have to take the next one up also.
Okay.
It says when you were showing the demonstration, you showed a process flow, the integration process flow.
Yeah.
How many nodes can there be in a process flow of AppSeConnect?
Yeah, so to start with, there has to be a minimum of 4 nodes, and the maximum we can go is up till 20 nodes. So yeah, there will be no problem in integrating all the data from your systems.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Uh, the next question is, what is the unique selling proposition of AppSeConnect? Can you do three-way sync as well? So AppSeConnect is basically a pre-configured platform. It's like done for you kind of a service with a platform. So you do not have to overload your internal resources with your integration initiatives. We do it everything for you, and we train you with on how to maintain it. So what we do is around e-commerce, marketplaces, CRM, and ERPs, we have a lot of pre-configured ready-to-use templates, which have been time tested across merchant and e-commerce manager or ERP admins or CIOs, business owners. They rely on us to do their integration. I would say that for many of our customers, AppSec Connect works in the background. They don't even realize that there's something actually, which is moving the data around their enterprise. So that's basically the compliment for us, that they don't even realize that something is working. And I think Pratik can explain better, but we do three-way syncs as well. So Pratik, if you want to add to that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, three-way things are very possible in AppSeConnect, because when you're connecting your systems, it's not just whether you have a choice to connect either your CRM to your e-commerce or your e-commerce to your ERP. Three-way sync is a very common scenario that we face every day. So it is very possible, and I would say that it is even essential to connect your ERP, your CRM, and your e-commerce to ensure that the business process that you're following is seamless and smooth follow sailing.
Awesome. Just to add to what Pratik mentioned, about 30% of AppSec Connect customers are using multiple connections. So they would usually start with the one channel. They would add, let's say, a CRM or a marketplace. Even within marketplace, there are so many marketplaces, right, that are meaningful, like say Walmart and Amazon, eBay. So everything gets added because we have the ready template, and within a single platform, every integration gets managed. So typically, we see that 30% of our customers use multiple templates. I think there are a few more questions coming up. Pratik will probably take a pause right now and then respond to them offline.
Sure.
I would thank everyone in the audience and you, Pratik, especially for being a part of the webinar and sharing your insight. So until we meet next time, thank you so much and take care.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Shailendu. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.